In this video, I am going to show you how to do the various searches for the exercise Finding Words and Simple Searches. This is only really for accordance, and thus it uses accordance terms. If you're using a software like Logos, they may use different words to describe the same phenomenon. So the first thing I have asked you to do in the exercise is to search in Hallout for various words and give me some basic definitions. Okay, so the way to do that is you go into Hallout and you simply type the consonants of the word you're looking for. Now, say that I'm asking you to find the word nefesh, life or soul. So I type nun, pei, shin. You don't need to type in the vowels. I will have told you if it's a noun or not. And this is what you'll get. Now notice that you have the verbal root, and the verbal root is always without vowels in Hallout. The noun always has vowels. So in this case, I may have asked you to look up nefesh, the noun. In that case, you will find it with the vowels. And you will find, after you sort of skip the initial paragraph, and I would recommend for now just skipping that entirely, and you will start to see number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, etc., different definitions. And so then all you would need to do in the exercise is write down about 5 different definitions for the particular word. Now, if I have asked you for the verb, what you will find is just the consonants. Okay, so if your search comes up with both just consonants and then one with vowels, you will, if you're searching for a noun, you do the one with vowels, a noun or some other non-verbal root. If you're looking for the verb, you will use the one that has just the consonants. And then notice here, and you don't really need to know this yet, but we will be getting into it soon, is there are various verbal stems that are marked off in bold. So for here, if we move up here, we have another verbal root and it has a call. That's a particular verbal stem. There's a nifal, which is another verbal stem. And then the words in bold give different definitions. Okay, so now the next thing I have asked you to do is to find verses that contain both mishpat and tzedakah. Okay, so I'm not going to do that search for you. You have to do it by yourself. But the way you do it is you say, I have asked you to find the word, and you have to choose word here. The word mountain, H-R, and you will choose mountain. And then you want all the verses that contain, say, Horeb. And for that, you do search, enter command, and then you choose Horeb. and you'll notice that there are 12 different verses that contain both of those words. Okay, so again, you use search, command, and then and to search for two words that are in the same verse. I have also asked you to find a particular word, chodesh, and what I want you to find is the basic lexeme. That means the word as it is found in the lexicon. Now here there are two ways you could do it. So say I had given you the word melech. Okay, and this is a noun. So you're going to skip the ones that say to in front of them. Those are verbs. And so I've asked you for a particular occurrence of this, Chodesh 1 in the exercise, but let's say I had asked you to Melech 1. And you do a search and it brings up here 25, 26 occurrences. But you can double check that by doing a right click on the word itself, search for lexeme and 25, 26. Okay. Now there's another way of doing that that works sometimes. You can go into Hollowed and you can type it and you can scroll down to the actual noun itself and it'll say circa 2,500 times. Okay, but doing the search here brought up 25, 26. I will accept either answer, but this gives you the number of times that particular word occurs. Now this includes, for example, plurals, okay, basically all forms. Okay, the inflected, if you're searching for the inflected, by the way, the inflected is the forms that just include those three consonants that you're trying to get. Okay. The final exercise I would like you to do is to find how many times the phrase B'nai Yisrael occurs. Doing phrases is a little tricky in accordance, so for this purpose I'm going to keep it very simple and use the parallel example Melech Yisrael, the king of Israel. And here it is best to go to letters, type Melech Yisrael. You can see that there are 102 occurrences. What can make this tricky is if one of the words is also a verbal root, in which case you're not really searching for that particular phrase, but that's what you need to know for this particular exercise. And you can see that they're all the noun plus the noun. Okay, so that's what you need to do in order to do this particular exercise. We'll do some more sophisticated searches later on. Thanks.